What's up, people? Welcome back. Today's day 18. We're talking about flavor layering 101. All right, we're going to talk about the right way to layer flavor. There is an actual science to it, so let's jump in. Most people just dump all of the ingredients in all together, all at once, and then try to figure it out. That's not really how you do it. You have to put ingredients in stages, right? So this way you know if you need to take out something, add less of it, add more of it. If you just throw everything all at once, then there's no way for you to really differentiate the flavors, and then with that there's less control, way less control. Flavor layering is not so much about adding more as it is about knowing how much to add and when to add it, if that makes sense. The difference between an average blend and a blend that is like chef level, it comes down to the layering of the flavor, right? So this is something you want to pay attention to as you go about starting your blends and as you proceed to create these intricate flavors that really needs you thinking a little bit more about why you're adding these particular ingredients, the right amount to add, the right time to add it as well, right? Knowing when to toast certain ingredients, knowing when to grind them, how coarse to grind them, how fine to grind them, because all of these things play a really important part in the final taste of your blend. So let's break down layering 101 in terms of the different levels, right? The first one is foundation, right? That is your base, that's your onion, your garlic powder, that's those flavors that are well known but provide you an actual base, provide you a place to build from. Number two is the primary note, right? This is basically the movie star. This is your lead role, your lead character, right? This is where you get to decide what is going to be the predominant flavor in your mix. And when I say dominant, I'm talking citrus, umami, smoke, bitter, sweet. Those will be the dominant flavor profiles we're talking about. Number three in this layering effect will be the supporting actor or actresses, right? So we're talking the heat, spiciness, we're talking warm spices. Those are the flavors we're talking about in this particular stage, because this is what gives you that extra oomph in your mix. Number four, I would say, is the pick me up, right? It's the brightness in your mix. It's where you add your citrus notes, your citric acids. It's where you add the fresh herbs, right? It's the things that will make your blend pop. I almost forgot. Now, if when you make your mix, if everything kind of tastes the same, if there's no lasting effect, if there's not one or two predominant flavors that kind of linger towards the end, then you didn't layer at all. You just created a mix. There's a difference. All right, so make sure you're layering so you can get that effect. Great seasonings have a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? So what do I mean by that is when you taste it for the first time, you taste one thing. And then as it kind of lingers and it disappears as you taste and you swallow, you get a different flavor. And then once it's done, there's another flavor that kind of lingers, right? There's another effect that happens. Tartness, sweetness, bitterness, right? Earthiness. So that's how you can tell when you have something really great, right? You have to go through the three stages. Without them, you have a very flat seasoning blend, unfortunately. I would say for the last one will be like the climactic finish, the end, right? This is the flavor that lingers the longest, right? So after you give your blend a taste, what does that lasting flavor taste like, right? That's where this comes in. So um, we're talking heat, sweetness, acidity, right? Once those once you can get one of those flavors to linger a little bit longer than anything else, then that's how you know that that's your finisher, right? And once you're able to put these 5 layering properties together in a way that works really well, like it has to be cohesive at the end of the day. So once you're able to put that together, then you're able to create a blend that is out of this world, right? So it's really important to take into consideration layering your flavors, because this is what separates us from them. Dig? Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.